Hi everyone, I just wanted to talk to you about that peace that surpasses all understanding, and I thought, why not do that now? I felt the Spirit really give me that peace that surpasses all understanding, and felt that there's a message in there for all of us. That Philippians 4:7 is talking about peace. Now, you're probably familiar with this verse, but what about having a peace that goes against all of your understanding of your current circumstances, your situations? Perhaps you're suffering with problems or sickness or spiritual attack of any kind. And what it looks like to the human eye is, technically, in the secular world, if we weren't Christians, we would be stressed, panicked, frustrated, disappointed, worried. The list is endless, isn't it? All those, how we can react to the situations and problems in our lives. But that peace that surpasses all understanding is exactly what that is. It's experiencing the presence and the peace and the joy of God in the middle of the storm, in the middle of the situation, whatever that may be. So it depends on our responses. So the storm may be happening. Are we putting our eyes on the storm? Are we letting our mind be consumed with worry and anxiety and stress? Or are we looking to God? Not just looking to God, but sitting with God. Just resting in His presence. Letting go of those worries and stresses and concerns or what could be. Trust me, that's why I'm here. I could be worrying about what could be, but what's the point? There is no point. I don't want to let anything ruin that peace that God has for me. So I chose to not worry. I chose to give all of that to God. Yes, I did have a moment last week. Don't worry, I have not got it all together. I did have a moment last week on Friday where I spent the morning crying and lamenting. You probably saw that post I put on. But since I've been here, I've just given it all to God. I don't want to be worrying and scared. There's no point in that. That's of the enemy. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and that doesn't just mean life. It means our peace. He wants to rob us of our peace and joy. So we can choose. We can decide if we're going to let that happen, or if we're going to sit and trust and give all our worries to God and just sit in His presence, trusting that His will be done. And that's part of the Lord's Prayer, and that's something that I do every day as well. Pray the Lord's Prayer, because He is our Father who art in heaven, and we want His will to be done in our life. So if you want that peace that surpasses all understanding, ask yourself, how do you respond to situations or what could be's? Give all your worries to God and trust Him. Trust Him with your entire life. And then you will get that peace. When we stop trying to understand or work something out. I've spent years trying to work out with the syncope, trying to work out, well, what's doing it? What, could it be this? Could it be that? Is it diet? Even though the doctors told me there wasn't any cure, we know different. But I was doing my head in. I was doing my own head in, trying to understand why it's happening. I was trying to understand why what God was doing with it. And he just kept telling me to trust him. So we need to stop trying to understand, stop asking God why. We can, there's nothing wrong with that. But he wants us to trust him. And then, and only then, can we experience the fullness of his presence and peace that surpasses all understanding. I hope this has been helpful for you today. See you soon. God bless.